Shalom and welcome back. Today we're going to do Genesis 6 through Genesis 10. And it came to be, when men began to increase on the face of the earth, and daughters were born to them, that the sons of Elohim saw the daughters of men, that they were good, and they took wives for themselves of all whom they chose. And Yahweh said, My spirit shall not strive with man forever in his going astray. He is flesh, and his days shall be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in these days, and also afterward, when the sons of Elohim came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. Those were the mighty men who were of old, the men of name. And Yahweh said to the wickedness of man, and Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And Yahweh was sorry that he had made man on the earth, and he was grieved in his heart. And Yahweh said, I am going to wipe off man, whom I have created from the face of the ground, both man and beast, creeping creature and birds of the heavens, for I am sorry that I have made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of Yahweh. This is the genealogy of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, perfect in his generations. Noah walked with Elohim. And Noah brought forth 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And the earth was corrupt before Elohim, and the earth was filled with violence. And Elohim looked upon the earth and saw that it was corrupt, for all the flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. And Elohim said to Noah, The end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And see, I am going to destroy them from the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make rooms in the ark and cover it inside and outside with a covering. And this is how you are to make it. The length of the ark is 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. Make a window for the ark, and complete it to a cubit from above. And see the door of the ark in its side. Make it with lower, second, and third decks. And see, I myself am bringing floodwaters on the earth to destroy all flesh, in which is the breath of life from under the heavens. All that is on the earth is to die. I shall establish my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you and your sons and your wife and your sons' wives with you. And all the living of all flesh, 2 of each, you are to bring into the ark, to keep them alive with you, a male and a female. Of the birds after their kind, and of the cattle after their kind, and of all the creeping creatures of the ground after their kind, 2 of each are to come to you to keep them alive. As for you, take of all food that is eaten and gather it to yourself, and it shall be food for you and for them. And Noah did according to all Elohim commanded him, so he did. And Yahweh said to Noah, Come into the ark, you and all your household, because I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. Of all the clean beasts take with you 7 pairs, a male and his female, and of the beasts that are unclean 2, a male and his female, and of the birds of the heavens 7 pairs, male and female, to keep offspring alive on the face of all the earth. For after 7 more days I am sending rain on the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and shall wipe from the face of the earth all that sin I created. And Noah did according to all that Yahweh commanded to him. Now Noah was 600 years old when the floodwaters were on the earth, and Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives went into the ark because of the waters of the flood. Of the clean beasts and of the beasts that are unclean, and of birds and of all that creep on the earth, 2 by 2 they went into the ark to Noah, male and female, as Elohim had commanded Noah. And it came to be after 7 days that the waters of the flood were on the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd new moon, the 7th day of the new moon, and on that day all the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of the heavens were open. And the rain was on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. On that same day, Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with him, went into the ark. They and every life form after its kind, and every beast after its kind, and every creeping creature that creeps on the earth after its kind, and every bird after its kind, every bird of every wing. And they went into the ark to Noah, 2 by 2, of all the flesh in which is the breath of life. And those going in, male and female of all flesh, went in as Elohim commanded him, and Yahweh shut him up. And the flood was on the earth 40 days, and the waters increased and lifted up the ark, and it rose high above the earth. And the waters were mighty and greatly increased on the earth. And the ark moved about on the surface of the waters. And the waters were exceedingly mighty on the earth, and all the high mountains under all the heavens were covered. The waters became mighty, 15 cubits upward, and the mountains were covered. And all the flesh died, the creeping creature on the earth, the birds and cattle and beasts, and every swarming creature that swarms on the earth, and all mankind. All in whose nostrils was the breath of the spirit of life, all that was on dry land died. So he wiped off all that stand, which were on the face of the ground, both man and beast, creeping creature and bird of the heavens, and they were wiped off from the earth. And only Noah was left, and those with him in the ark. And the waters were mighty on the earth 150 days. And Elohim remembered Noah, and all the beasts, and all the cattle that were with him in the ark. And Elohim made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters subsided. And the fountains of the deep and the windows of the heavens were stopped, and the rain from the heavens was withheld. And the waters receded steadily from the earth, and at the end of the 150 days of the waters diminished. And in the 7th new moon, the 17th day of the new moon, the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat. And the waters decreased steadily until the 10th new moon. And the 10th new moon, on the 1st day of the new moon, the tops of the mountains became visible. And it came to be at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made, and he sent out a raven, which kept going out and turning back until the waters had dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove from him to see if the waters had receded from the face of the ground. But the dove found no resting place for its feet, and returned into the ark to him, for the waters were on the face of all earth. So he put out his hand and took it, and pulled it into the ark to himself. And he waited yet another 7 days, and again he sent the dove out from the ark. And the dove came to him in the evening, and see, a freshly plucked olive leaf was in its mouth. And Noah knew that the waters had receded from the earth. And he waited yet another 7 days, and sent out the dove, which did not return to him again. And it came to be in the 601st year, in the 1st month, the 1st day of the new moon, and the waters were dried up from the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked and saw the surface of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd new moon, on the 12th day of the new moon, the earth was dry. And Elohim spoke to Noah, saying, Go out of the ark, you and your wife, and your sons' wives with you. Bring out with you every life form of all flesh that is with you, of birds, of cattle, and all creeping creatures, the creeping creatures of the earth, and let them teem on the earth and bear and increase on the earth. So Noah went out, and his sons and his wives and his sons' wives with him, every beast, every creeping creature, and every bird, and whatever creeps on the earth according to their kinds, went out of the ark. And Noah built a slaughter place to Yahweh, and took every clean beast and of every clean bird, and offered ascending offerings of the slaughter place. And Yahweh smelled a soothing fragrance, and Yahweh said in his heart, Never again shall I curse the ground because of man, although the inclination of man's heart is evil from his youth, and never again strike all living creatures, as I have done. As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. All right, have a sip real quick. Chapter 9. And Elohim blessed Noah and his sons, and said to them, Be fruitful and increase, and fill the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you is on every beast of the earth, on every bird of the heavens, and on all that creeps on the ground, and on all the fish of the sea. Into your hand they have been given. Every creeping creature that lives is food for you. I have given you all, as I have gave the green plants. But do not eat flesh with its life, its blood. But only your blood for your lives I require. From the land of every beast I require it, and from the hand of man, from the hand of every man's brother I require the life of man. Whoever sheds man's blood by man, his blood is shed. For in the image of Elohim he has made man. For in the image of Elohim has he made man. As for you, be fruitful and increase, bring forth teemingly in the earth and increase in it. And Elohim spoke to Noah and to his sons with him, saying, And I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you, and with every living being that is with you, of the birds, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, of all that go out of the ark, every beast of the earth. And I shall establish my covenant with you, and never again is all flesh cut off by the waters of the flood, and never again is there a flood to destroy the earth. And Elohim said, This is the sign of the covenant which I make between me and you, and every living being that is with you for all generations to come. I shall set my rainbow in the cloud, and it shall be for the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. And it shall be, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the rainbow shall be seen in the cloud. And I shall remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living being of all flesh, and never again let the waters become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the rainbow shall be in the cloud, and I shall see it, to remember the everlasting covenant between Elohim and every living being of all flesh that is on the earth. And Elohim said to Noah, This is the sign of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth. And the sons of Noah who went out of the ark were Shem, and Ham, and Japheth. And Ham was the father of Canaan. These three were the sons of Noah, and all the earth was overspread from them. And Noah, a man of the soil, began and planted a vineyard. And he drank of the wine and was drunk, and became uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brothers outside. So Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on both their shoulders, and went backwards and covered the nakedness of their father. But their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father's nakedness. And Noah awoke from his wine, and he knew what his younger son had done to them. And he said, Cursed is Canaan, let him become a servant of servants to his brother. And he said, Blessed be Yahuwah, the Elohim of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. Let Elohim enlarge Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. So all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. And this is the genealogy of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Sons were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Yawan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Tyrus. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Ripath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Yawan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. From these, the coastland peoples of the nations were spread into their lands, everyone according to his language, according to their clans, into their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mitzrayim, and Put, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Sheba, and Hawilah, and Sabth, and Ramah, and Sabteka. And the sons of Ramah, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush brought forth Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one on the earth. And he was a mighty hunter before Yahuwah, Therefore it is said, like Nimrod, the mighty hunter before Yahweh. And the beginning of his reign was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar. From that land he went to Ashur, and built Nineveh, and Rehoboth, Ir, and Calah, and Rezin between Nineveh and Calah, the great city. And Mitzrayim brought forth Ludim, and Anamim, and Lahabim, and Naphtuim, and Pasrim, and Kashluhim, from whom came the Philistines, and Caphtorim, and Canaan brought forth Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgashite, and the Hivite, and the Archite, and the Sinite, and the Arwadite, and the Teshmarite, and the Hamavite, and afterwards the clans of the Canaanites were spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon as you go toward Gerar, as far as Azah as you go toward Sodom, and Amorah, and Adam, and Sheboim, as far as Lasah. These were the sons of Ham, according to their clans, according to their languages, and their lands, and their nations, and also to Shem, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth. The elder children were born. The sons of Shem, Eliam, Ashur, and Arpachshad, and Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram, Utz, and Hul, and Gether, and Mash. And Arpachshad brought forth Shelah, and Shelah brought forth Ever. And Ever were born 2 sons. The names of one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided, and his brother's name was Yoktan. And Yoktan brought forth Aloviv, and Shalaf, and Hatzaromavoth, and Yerah, and Hadaram, and Uzzah, and Diklah, and Obal, and Abimael, and Shival, and Ophir, and Hawilah, and Yovav, and all these were sons of Yoktan. And their dwelling place was from Mesha as you go toward Shapher, a mountain of the east. These were the sons of Shem, according to their clans, according to their languages, and their lands, according to their nations. These were the clans of the sons of Noah, according to their generations and their nations. And from their nations were divided on the earth after the flood. I don't speak the best Hebrew, so forgive me on some of these pronunciations. As you can see, we're going to have more of these in the future. And then once we get into the Moses era, the bagats over there are pretty fun. So bear with me. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you. God loves you. Jesus loves you. And we'll see you soon.